Hi guys, it's Carol. How are ya? I'm pretty good. It's Saturday the 15th. There's not a cloud in the sky. It's about 6:30 at night and it's still 81 degrees. Tomorrow we have a 70% chance of rain. Woo! And the high will be 56. So tomorrow's going to be a good day to read a book, I think. Make a pot of soup. I've already got chicken cooked, so I think I'm going to make chicken fajita soup, which is in my playlist of recipes, but it's sure good. Today, I thought I'd tell you about my Schnauzer, Max. Max and Toby almost look like twins. Max was a white Schnauzer, best dog in the world. So smart and good. How we got him is we had the other dogs, Fred and Maggie, that I told you about. That Maggie was at the groomers and Becky paid for her bill out there so she could bring her home. Well, a couple of years after that, not too many, my sons and I were in the car doing something, I don't know. Anyway, they wanted to go see this puppy, this dog. I'm sitting outside, don't have my tripod. At that time, I took the daily newspaper, and we read it. The boys and I did, anyway. Read it cover to cover, just read everything. And in that day's paper, somebody had advertised that they had two Schnauzers that they wanted to sell. One of them was black and one was white. My sons, they were like middle school age, maybe 6th and 7th or 7th and 8th, I don't know. Anyway, they were along that age group. They wanted those dogs, and I told them I can't afford 2 more dogs. But they just wanted to go see them. My sons could talk me into anything, especially my older son. He could absolutely talk me into anything. Well, they talked me into going to see what a white Schnauzer looked like. We went to this house, and the man said, we keep them in the backyard. That should have been a tip-off right there that they're not really outside dogs. I mean, they love to be outside, but they live in the house. So he took us through their house to the backyard, and there was a little black Schnauzer, dirty as could be, and he said, now the white one is under a piece of patio furniture. I looked under there. That was the dirtiest ball of fuzz I ever saw. It was in the fall, and he had leaves stuck all in his fur, matted like crazy. He just looked like a brown dirt ball. And I was pitiful. And we talked to him for a minute, and I said, well, my sons really just wanted to see what a white Schnauzer looked like. We'll have to think about it. And my son asked him, what were their names? Molly, no. And he said, well, that black one, we call her that squatting dog. And we call that other one Booney, because we had to go way out in the boonies to get him. His plan was he was going to breed dogs with those two. The white one was a male, and the little black one was a female. But evidently his wife nixed that idea. Well, we left. We didn't take them. All the way home. I live in a fairly large city. About 200,000 people. Of course, they were on the other end of town, so we had a long ride home. My sons just kept at me. We can't let those dogs go through their life being called that squatting dog and Booney. I told them I simply don't have the money to buy more dogs. Oh, they would somehow get the money. I told them I have that much set aside. It was like, I don't remember, $150 for both of them, something like that. I've got that much set aside for your Christmas, but that's all I've got. I mean, there would be no Christmas, no packages under the tree if we used it to buy those dogs. Oh, that's fine. They didn't care. They wanted those dogs. So I went back out there and we dickered on the price and brought them home. That little white schnauzer was brown, leaves all stuck in his matted fur. The little black one, she was dirty too, but not as bad as that little bitty white one. So I took him home. Right off the bat, we discovered that the black one really needed to be an only child. She was mean. And it was obviously we could not keep her, but Casey had a friend who wanted her and took her, and she was the only dog at that home and turned out to be the best dog for them. That, you know, she was a good girl. She just didn't want other dogs around. We instead of calling him Booney, we named him Max. And I took Max to the groomer, that same one where we got Maggie when I had Fred groomed. We took Max out there, and then later in the day, you know, after 3 or 4 hours, they called, he's ready, went to get him, and they came out with this beautiful dog. I mean, absolutely glistening, white, gorgeous dog. And I said, well, that's not my dog. I mean, I was serious. That can't be the dog that I left here. That's not my dog. It was somebody else's. And she says, no, this is your dog. Honestly, none of us could believe what that little dirt ball looked like when he got cleaned up. He was absolutely beautiful. So we were really glad that we took him. And he was probably the best dog I've had. Max and I went through a lot together. I mean, a lot of very emotional time in my life, where during the years I had Max and I cried a lot in his fur. He was my buddy, but he loved everybody. Max gave the best hugs. He would, like when we came home and somebody came and sat on the couch, he would, if he knew them, if he loved them, he would run, get in their lap, and put his paws on either side of your neck and press his cheek against your cheek. And he would hold you like that. He was giving hugs. He was such a dear. I just loved that dog so much. When he passed away, it just killed me. He got cancer, and the vet couldn't save him. It was, by the time we discovered he had cancer, it had spread everywhere, so we had to put him down. Horrible, horrible day in my life. It was in the winter time. It was in December, and we were in the middle of a blizzard. And my younger son, he was a college student at the time, I called him, and he came and helped me bury him. The dirt was frozen. Plus, it's where we live, there's a lot of clay. It's like digging into cement. But we got him buried. In some of my social media stuff, I have a great big purple dahlia as the picture. We called that Max's dahlia because I got this dahlia plant and planted it on top of his grave. And it bloomed so pretty. It made great big blooms. But that's a story about Max, formerly known as Booney. Booney and Squatting Dog. I just loved Max to pieces. He was precious. I'm going to put a picture in here. He loved to play with balloons with my grandkids. So there's a picture of Max playing with the balloon. Okay, guys, I don't know anything else today. What's going on in your part of the world? Let me know. Nothing going on here. Casey and I are still eating pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. They sure are good. All right. Hope everything's well with you guys. Bye. Oh, wait, I have some news. I've always told you that I buy groceries at Walmart, and there's one other grocery store chain in town that's a Texas chain. It's called United. Kroger is buying Albertsons and some other grocery. Well, United grocery stores come under the Albertsons umbrella. Albertsons bought them out a couple of years ago. So now our United grocery store will be a Kroger. Those of you that have Kroger stores, let me know if they have real good prices. I'm so in hopes that they will have great prices. Okay, that's it. See ya.